Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 50 of Off the Charts. I made it to 50 episodes and hopefully still going strong. So, today, first of all, my name is Dan, your host, as always. Today, we'll be doing a album ranking of one of the, I guess, arguably one of the bigger bands in the world in rock. Talking about Led Zeppelin. Now, I like Led Zeppelin. I don't love them. I'm just putting that out there. But like I said, if you have guys have a different opinion, that's fine. It's like I said, this is just an opinion. Okay. So first thing, I moved here in Ottawa. I used to live in another town called Kirkland Lake until I was 12. So I moved here in Ottawa in 1984. I remember going to school and people talking about Led Zeppelin. It was 1984. I had not even heard of Led Zeppelin. I was like, who the hell? Like, who is this? Like, I have no clue. No songs. I didn't know any songs. Of course, you go with what your. My parents listened to French radio. My neighbor, Jacques, introduced me to Kiss, Iron Maiden, but I knew he had Van Halen, Black Sabbath. I forget what else there he had there, but I don't remember seeing any Led Zeppelin in his collection. So anyway, come 1984, I'm like, okay, who the hell is this here? It took me a while, like I'll say a long while to get into Led Zeppelin. I remember we are all in high school and they came out with that box set with the crop circles. Anyway, that was a huge hit. I remember my friend Yan got that. I think my friend Pascal got it. I know he likes Led Zeppelin. I didn't jump on the bandwagon for that time at either. I maybe had one CD here. But anyway, 2022 is when I first bought my Led Zeppelin. I know a lot of songs of Led Zeppelin. Don't get me wrong. I know I've listened to their CDs or cassettes at the time or whatnot. But 2022 was a year I decided to friggin' buy. I'm like, they only have 9 albums. Like, why do I not have that? So, like I said, they're good. I don't love Led Zeppelin. I like them. I'll respect them for what they brought the music here. So, in the music world. So, we will be doing a album ranking of. I've been listening to a lot of Zeppelin there this past week, especially. Prepare myself because I finally got the last album that I needed of my collection a few days ago. So anyway, we'll be doing the ranking of the 9, and I'm putting Coda in this. Okay, so my ranking of the 9 studio albums by Led Zeppelin, and I can guarantee you, it's not what you're gonna expect. Again, I did not evolve with them as time came out. I got a whole bunch at the same time and was shoved this in my ears. And anyway, it's not your typical lists. I'm sure my number one pick is not what everybody thinks is their best one. I actually looked online just to see if I'm on the right track, and boy, I'm not on the right track. But like I said, this is just an opinion, guys. Feel free to write your top 9 if you wish in the comments below, and let's start. So last place here will be their. So number 9. It's probably the one that I have the least. The one at least connected with me would be Houses of the Holy. First of all, lovely cover. Anyone? Okay, it's not as bad as Version Killer, but come on. I don't like about these guys is, again, I know a lot of the songs, okay? It's just writing them on the back cover would have been good. So next album, Led Zeppelin there, please write your your names in the back. Look at this here. Over the Hills and Far Away, I do like that song here. The Crunge wasn't bad. No Quarter was good. The Ocean. Do Your Maker. My God, has got to be the most annoying song by these guys. Man, do I hate that song. Always hated it. Still don't like it. So number 9, Houses of the Holy. Here's the gatefold. Naked guy here? Or a girl? I don't know. Yeah, the back is not. My dad was like, "The hell was that album you were listening to there with all the naked people on rocks?" I'm like, it took me a while to figure out. I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Sure enough, this is what he was talking about. So number 9, House of the Holy. Number 2, I will be putting Led Zeppelin 1 as my number 8. I would say it's half good, half whatever there. Good times, bad times, great song. Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. Okay, I heard Great White do this, and I was like, meh. But the original version of Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You, I'm like, okay, you know what? I liked it. Dazed and Confused. Man, did I ever hate that song when they played it at the Power Hour. The end is not bad there, but the beginning. No, sorry. Anyway, on that note, cheers to that bad song. There we go. And I'm told on their live album it's even longer. So no. Your time is going to come. So anybody remember a band called Dread Zeppelin? I'm talking about you, Yan. Man, did you annoy us with that? But anyway, it was funny. I thought it was one of their own songs, but turns out it's another Zeppelin cover here. Communication Breakdown, of course. You gotta love that here. How Many More Times? Also really good. Like I said, it's good, but it's very bluesy, I found. Some songs just go like a lot of long songs that just it ends in a jam. I'm like, whatever. So anyway, number 8, putting Led Zeppelin 1. Number 7. I even listened to this one today, and I'm like, I actually enjoyed it a lot. I'm putting Coda. A lot of people think this is not okay. Like I said, I don't know the titles that well there, but I listened to it. I'm like, you know what? It works. There's 8 songs on this here. There's a drum solo song, which actually works. I have no complaints about this one here. Again, I apologize for not knowing the song titles. That's right. I guess one thing I don't like about Led Zeppelin is you hear a song but you don't know what the fucking title is. So anyway, Coda, I'm putting that as number 7. It's their swan song, I guess, if you want to. Another pretty cool gatefold here. So it's like a bunch of unreleased, I wouldn't say demos, because actually pretty good quality if you ask me there. But yeah, anyway, number 7, putting Coda. Actually enjoyed that one a lot. Number 6. This one surprised me. I was expecting it very acoustic. Actually rocks pretty good here. Led Zeppelin 3. Of course, there's no song titles. There we go. Immigrant Song. Celebration Day. Since I've Been Loving You. Out on the Tiles. What a fucking good song that is. I know Megadeth redid it there. Gallows Pole. I think the first time I heard it was when Robert Plant and Jimmy Page got back together and did this sort of acoustic or concert CD, whatever at the time there. That was a single. Tangerine. Crap. You play it in my other band there. I was like, nah, never liked that song. Again, I don't know the titles that well there, but this actually was, and of course, this is the first cover I saw of Led Zeppelin. When I saw this, I'm like, it's like my Alice Cooper episode where it's like, you look at this and you look at Welcome to My Nightmare and you're like, this is not rock or metal or whatnot there. No, this... As a kid, I would never have bought this with this cover. It would have been like, I was like, what the hell is this? Like, cool album cover with the wheel. I could see if I could do this on. You could see the. Anyway, I played with this. Maybe there you go. There's a face of someone here. Anyway, cool. So anyway, number 6, I'm putting Led Zeppelin 3. It surprised me. I was expecting just an acoustic album. Apparently, this is their acoustic album there. I was expecting a lot more acoustic, but actually rocks at a lot of places here. So Led Zeppelin 3, I'm putting that as my 6th favorite. Number 5, Physical Graffiti. It's a double album. Now, let's see if I can find the song titles here, because, again, I apologize, I'm not super familiar with the song titles of these guys here. Custard Pie, The Rover, In My Time of Dying. I remember side 1, actually, I'm liking side 1, disc 1 there. Houses of the Holy, it's a great song, too. Trampled Underfoot, that's another great song. Kashmir. Okay, I'll say this. Kashmir, I always loved Kashmir. In the light, Bronior, down by the seaside. It was was it the song? I forget if it was. I think it's In the Light that I actually enjoyed a lot. Yeah, that was a long one. That's the first song on side 3. I did like that one a lot. But like I said, I actually enjoyed this one. Again, I don't know the titles, obviously, as opposed to the obvious ones there that everybody knows. Pretty cool cover again there. I don't, again, tell me if I'm missing something. Was there supposed to be more than one of these, where there's other words you can spell unless, no, there's nothing here. Anyway, let me know, was like Physical Graffiti, was there supposed to be something else that you could spell out? Was there more handouts? That was the impression I was under. But anyway, Physical Graffiti, I'm putting this as number 5. Good one. A few little duds on this one here, but actually I did enjoy this one pretty much here. Now comes the top 4. Number 4, I'm putting this guy. Presents. I mean, A Child's Last Stand. What a great song that is. It's like, how long is it? 10 minutes or something like that there? Anyway, Nobody's Fault But Mine. Yeah, A Child's Last Stand is like 10 minutes 26. No, I know Nobody's Fault But Mine is good here, but again, I don't know the titles that well, but I did enjoy. Apparently, this is not one of the least favorites from Zeppelin fans here, but I did enjoy this one a lot, especially that long song, man. It freaking rocks, and the drums on that is so good. Not the best cover. Again, this as a kid would not have, when you're like 8 or 10 years old, you go with the cover, and I saw this, I'm like, if I would choose this or The Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden, like you get or Kiss, I don't know, Love Gun, damn well, like this is going to be the last pick here. But anyway, doesn't say that the music is not good here. It's very good here. So anyway, number 4, I'm putting Presents. Number 3, I'm putting Led Zeppelin 4 or Untitled or Self-Titled. I don't know what the hell. This is the ones that we all heard. And of course, there's no fucking song titles in the back. Jesus Christ. Misty Mountain Hop is good. 4 Sticks. Down, 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 down. I like that one a lot. When a Levee Breaks, of course, is good. Black Dog, of course. We all know that. Rock and Roll. I'm a little tired of hearing that one here. Battle of Evermore. Good. Stairway to Heaven. If I never hear that song again, I'll be okay. It's like... Ugh. Not that it's bad, it's just like... It's considered one of the greatest songs ever. I don't think so. I mean, come on. Whip It by Devo was a lot better. I'm putting Led Zeppelin 4. I'll give credit due. This was huge. It's got a lot of songs. That's probably the album that I know the most songs of. So number 3, I'm putting Led Zeppelin 4 / Untitled. If you've never heard any of these songs on this album, you've probably been living under a rock the last 40 years. Or like me until 1984, which we didn't know Led Zeppelin existed. Number 2. Before I do that, again. Number 2. I'm putting Led Zeppelin 2. This one has, there we go, Whole Lot of Love. Da, 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 da. I love that song. Great song. What Should Never Be, good song, thank you. Heartbreaker, and of course Living Loving Maid, love those songs. Ramble On, great song too. Moby Dick, a lot of people are tired of hearing that one here. I actually like that song, great song. It's a drum solo. Well, it's a drum solo with an instrumental, a little bit at the beginning, at the end of the song there, but it's mostly a drum solo. I remember, is it Shea 106? I forget which Ottawa radio station, but every year, let's say the big bosses went on a retreat or something on a weekend, and I believe the story is where the DJ decided to play Moby Dick. I don't know if it was a whole hour in a row or whatnot there, but it happened a couple of times here. But I would have loved to hear that there. But anyway, Led Zeppelin 2, I'm putting that as my number 2. I've had this one for a while too. But yeah, I did actually buy this on either in cassette or CD at the time. I think it's cassette actually. So I did own this at one time. Anyway, Led Zeppelin 2, my second favorite. And my favorite, and apparently it's not that popular with the fans, but man, do I love this album, is In Through the Outdoor. I don't have the version with the paper bag packaging here, but I remember, so when I first heard it, I was at a barbecue with a hockey team. I used to play beer hockey there, the Hawks. Great team off the ice, a bunch of jerks on the ice. Anyway, so I went to a barbecue and I heard this album. I was like, what the hell is that? Like, this is so good. It was this album. In the evening, like, I find it's well produced, sounds full, maybe a little bit overproduced at times. A lot of people say there's not enough Jimmy Page on this. Couldn't care less, to be honest. My favorite member of this band is John Paul Jones. This is really John Paul Jones's album here. But In the Evening is great. Southbound, I don't know the titles. I said I've owned Led Zeppelin albums only this year. This one I've had for about 2 years. And it still is my favorite. In the Evening, Southbound Soiree, All My Loving. No, all my love, I forget. But my favorite Led Zeppelin song ever, Carousel Ambra. I could listen to that so many times. It's a long song, like A Child's Last Stand. And I can't say anything about enough about Carousel Ambra. I absolutely love that song. Could listen to it over and over and never get tired of that. It's got these riff changes, not super complicated, but that keeps you interested. So I don't know, I love that song a lot. One thing I remember, we were playing, me and my nephews and my dad a couple of years ago. We were playing sort of like win, lose, or draw, charades, but with, you draw, try to, anyway, you know what I'm talking about here. And I was playing this album on, and I remember the song Hot Dog was on, and man, my nephews laughed. I was like, it's not a very conventional song there. The solo sucks. I really don't like the guitar solo on that song there. But it's probably my least favorite song of the album there. But again, never mind that one there. But Carousel Ambra, In the Evening, Southbound Soiree, All of My Love. What else is on this here? Does it even say the titles? Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, this is my favorite Led Zeppelin album, which is In Through the Outdoor. Again, I'm not even going to bother looking for this one works well for me, and there you go. So number 1, In Through the Outdoor. So there you go. Not very conventional grading for Led Zeppelin. I mean, a lot of people will put number 4 and think, not that I don't find the Stairway to Heaven be a piece of genius or not there. I'm just like, I've heard enough of it. Like, and to say that I've never heard it until 1984 there. Thank you, Shay106, for overplaying the crap out of this song here. It's like, yeah, maybe another reason why I love In Through the Outdoor so much is I hadn't heard these songs to death. So a lot of them I'm sick and tired of hearing there just from the radio there. But this one was just like, you know what? This is fresh. I don't want to skip every song there. So anyway, there is my ranking for Led Zeppelin albums. And if you guys really thought I was an idiot earlier, I know it's Achilles' Last Stand. Okay, just playing with you there. See if you guys paying attention to what I'm saying. So, okay, on that note, thanks for watching, guys. Again, this is just my opinion. I know these guys are huge and they're loved by everybody. It's one of those big bands. Like, again, like, you guys know my channel is called Off the Charts. I tend to go with the underdog bands, not the huge bands that you hear on the radio all the time there. So that's where I tend to go to. But found a lot of these albums used, and I'm like, you know what? Let's go for it. So anyway, it's just 9 albums, so it wasn't the end of the earth, as I say. Oh, hiccups time. Let's see if the Grand Marnier will cure those hiccups. All right. On that note, enough of my yakking here. Thank you for watching. If you agree or disagree with this top 9, let me know in the comments. I stick this. I may change. I mean, like I said, let's be fair here. I only own this discography for I would say last couple of months there. 6 months for sure. Except for In Through the Outdoor, which I've owned for a couple of years already there. But anyway, that's my ranking for now. Could change if the more I listen to these albums here. So there you go. So on that note, thank you for watching. Have yourself a great evening / day / afternoon / night / twilight / supper / breakfast / lunch. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you like this type of content, please tell your friends. I'm watching you. And we shall see you next episode. So we made it to 50 already. Yay me. Oh, actually, yay yous guys. Thank you for watching. Love the comments. Love the subscriptions. Love the feedback. I try to respond to everybody as I can here. So anyway, have yourself a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.